Once upon a time, the classic number 10 was the heart and soul of football. The magician, the architect, the playmaker who pulled the strings. Players like Riquelme, Zidane, and Ozil were the definition of elegance, dictating play, splitting defenses, and making football look effortless. But in eFootball, this role is not so popular. In fact, it's almost forgotten. Why? And is there still a place for the classic number 10 today? Let's break it all down. In eFootball, classic number 10s have a serious problem. They feel sluggish, unresponsive, and slow to transition from attack to defense. This playstyle makes a player less aggressive when pressing and slower in quick transitions, which doesn't fit the fast-paced nature of online gameplay. Most players in the meta prefer creative playmakers, whole players, or roaming flanks. Playstyles that give more movement off the ball and better pressing abilities. But does that mean the classic number 10 is useless? Not necessarily, if you love slow, possession-based football, where you build up methodically and control the game. A classic number 10 can still be a game changer. They stay in the middle of the action, always available for a pass, and dictate the tempo. This is the type of player who thrives when your team is constantly circulating the ball, waiting for the perfect moment to break through. If your opponent is sitting deep and parking the bus, this player is your key to unlocking the defense. He'll find those tight spaces, thread that killer pass, and keep the attack structured. But here's the catch. This type of player needs fast runners around him. You can't have a slow midfield and attack with a classic number 10. Or your build-up will feel sluggish. You need quick wingers and a pacey striker, making intelligent runs so he has passing options. He's not going to do the running himself, but he'll feed those who do. Think prime Ozil feeding Ronaldo at Real Madrid. That's how you make this role work. Now, let's talk about when you should not use a classic number 10. If your game is all about quick counterattacks and high pressing, forget about it. Classic number 10s don't press aggressively, and they don't sprint into space. They just hold their ground and wait for the ball. That's a problem if you're trying to overwhelm your opponent with speed and intensity. If your opponent presses hard, they'll target your number 10, because he doesn't have the agility or movement to escape pressure easily. In a high-tempo game, he might feel like a liability rather than an asset. So, if you really want to make a classic number 10 work, what's the solution? First, surround him with quick, dynamic players, wingers who can make inside runs, a striker who plays on the last defender's shoulder is crucial. Second, play a formation that supports him, like a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3 with an advanced midfielder. And third, don't force him to defend aggressively. Let him conserve energy and focus on creativity. So, is the classic number 10 completely dead in eFootball? No, but it's an endangered species. The game's mechanics favor dynamic, high-pressing playstyles, making it difficult for slow, methodical playmakers to shine. But if you're a true football purist, and you love the elegance of a midfield maestro pulling the strings, there's still a way to make it work. It just takes the right system, the right players, and a bit of patience. What do you think? Do classic number 10s still have a place in eFootball? Or are they just relics of the past? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Subscribe for more tactical breakdowns, and I'll see you in the next one.